What's up guys, V here, and in today's video I want to show you this awesome FlexiSpot C7 Ergonomic chair. Now before we jump in, I would like to mention that FlexiSpot did send me this chair for the purpose of reviewing it, but they do give me freedom with my video, which means all the opinions in this video will be my own. Now that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the details. When you get the chair in the mail, it comes in a big box and weighs over 50 pounds, so be prepared for some heavy lifting. It does not come assembled, but it does come with the tool you need, so you won't need to provide your own if you don't have one. It's super easy to put together, and I went ahead and made a separate video that shows step-by-step instructions how to put it together so you can get it done perfectly. If you'd like to check that video out, there will be a link down in the description along with an affiliate link to FlexiSpot's website if you'd like to support this channel with no added cost to you. Now this chair does come in a few different options and colors. I went with the foam seat in the black and gray colors with the footrest. If you'd like to save some money, you can also buy it without the footrest, which is what I will actually be personally recommending after using it for some time. I'll explain why a little bit later in the video. For now, let's check out some of its features. There's tons of adjustability to accommodate a wide range of users. At the top, it has a removable and adjustable headrest that goes up and down and swivels back and forth. For your back, you have a breathable mesh with a self-adjusting lumbar support that moves as you move, or you can lock it in a specific position if that works better for you. The back can also recline, and you can either leave it unlocked to go back and forth as you move, or you can lock it in a specific position. You can also adjust the tension for reclining, which makes it easier or harder to lean back in the chair. The seat cushion can be adjusted forward and back, which is helpful if you have longer legs, and it can also tilt slightly to relieve tension after long sessions. As mentioned, I went with the foam version, and it's quite soft, comfy, and breathable, so perfect for me. The armrests can also be adjusted up and down. They also swivel left and right, and they go forward and back. Plus, when you assemble the armrests, you can slide them closer to the seat or further away. It's not much of a difference, but I think I gained like an inch of width on the sides here. Now, when you combine all of that into one chair, you get a chair that can go from business to gaming to sleeping in a matter of seconds. And I'm not joking around about the sleeping. I let my wife test it out, and she literally fell asleep on it. Granted, she can pass out anywhere, but when she woke up, her exact words were, "That was the best nap I've had in a while." So, that's saying something. This chair is for sure an all-day type of chair. I'm not saying it's a good idea to sit on the chair all day, but if you did, you would definitely be comfortable. My overall experience with it has been mostly positive, and after sitting on it for long periods of time, editing or whatever I'm doing, I still feel really comfortable. I don't have to readjust very often. My legs don't feel like they're gonna go numb or fall asleep. My back feels great afterwards, which is saying something because I do have scoliosis, so that's pretty good for me. I weigh about 250 pounds and I'm 5'11", so this chair was perfect for me. It supports up to 320 pounds and heights up to 6'2". Although I'm sure if you're taller, you could probably make it work. It's one of those things that, depends on you really. If you want to make it work, you can make it work. My wife is 5 feet tall, and we adjusted it to suit her, and she fit in it perfectly, even with the footrest. And honestly, her exact words after sitting in it for a little while, taking a nap and all that stuff, she said it was the best computer chair that she's ever experienced. But yeah, that's pretty solid. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go over some of the pros and cons, and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. The first pro is kind of long, but it's worth sticking around for it because it's kind of important, and I honestly didn't really realize how important it was when I bought my last chair. One of the things I didn't realize was the noises it makes when moving around. When I brought that chair home, I brushed it off and didn't return it because I thought I'd just get used to it, and honestly, it can get really annoying pretty quickly. And of course, over time, those noises do get worse and worse, and it's just really annoying. Maybe you're not like me and don't really care about all that, but I'm happy to say the FlexiSpot doesn't have any of those issues. Overall, the tolerances on the build quality and stuff is much tighter in this chair, so it doesn't have any rattling when moving around. I have my other chair here to show you what I mean. The other chair made those exact noises when I purchased it. It just wasn't as loud or as bad. I've had it now for about 2.5 years, and over time it's just gotten to this stage where it's at right now. It's not a defect, but all those adjustment points, if the tolerances aren't very tight, it's just gonna rattle. So on this chair, the FlexiSpot chair, it doesn't rattle. All the tolerances are really nice and tight and is really good. Now, all that being said, that first pro was how quiet it is, and the second pro ties into the first kind of, which is how well it's built. They're very confident in their product, and they offer a 10-year warranty on some of the parts, and some of the parts have a 3-year warranty, and then I believe the wheels have a 2-year warranty. But really good warranties for a chair like this. The next pro is adjustability, which ties into the whole comfort thing. You can adjust it in so many different ways that honestly, I feel like you'd have a hard time not being comfortable in this chair. And then of course, for me personally, another pro would be the breathability of it, the mesh on the back. And the final pro I'd like to mention are the wheels. These wheels are slightly bigger and better than other wheels I've seen. So this helps with moving easier on carpet, which is nice for me since I do have carpet in this room. I'd still love to see those rollerblade style wheels on these type of chairs, but you can always buy a set. They're not too expensive if you ever need them. Now let's go ahead and talk about the cons. The main con I'd like to talk about is the footrest, which I did say I'll talk about later in the video. It's honestly not a bad footrest when it's in use. It's nice to have occasionally. The biggest issue I personally had is when it's not in use and you got it tucked underneath. It constantly pushes up against my calves and it's kind of uncomfortable. I do like to put my feet sort of further back sometimes. It didn't allow me to do that because the footrest would be in the way. It is removable, which is nice, and for me personally, I will be removing it. My wife said she likes the footrest, but I think it comes down to your leg length and how you sit and just overall personal preference. The final con for me is how far the armrests are placed forward. In a straight back position, the armrests are fine, but in a slightly laid back position, the armrests are too far forward. Again, this may not be a con for you, but for me, I always prefer my armrests closer to the rear. But anyways, with all that being said, overall, I really like the chair and personally highly recommend it. It's a very comfortable chair. And of course, I'll have a link down in the description if you'd like to check it out. They're also currently running their brand day sale, which means everything is discounted up to 60%. So definitely check out their website. Also, feel free to use discount code BDC7 for an additional $30 off. That discount code will work on everything on their website, including the desks, chairs, and anything else. If you're looking at other options that might be in a lighter budget, FlexiSpot also got you covered. There's plenty on their website, and you can check all those out at FlexiSpot.com. So that's all I got for you in today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.